And also, whenever you change something or you want to invest money in your property with the intent of selling it, it's always because you want to say, I want to invest $1,000 because I want to make more than $1,000 when I sell it. And what I'm really careful about is not advising somebody to invest $1,000 when I know they're not going to get that 1,000 back.
Right.
And so what are some examples of that? Questions I get daily, literally, are, what about my kitchen? What about my bathrooms? What about my backyard? Should I add a screened enclosure? Should I install a pool? Many, and those are just big ones and the ones we talk about frequently, but there's many different little scenarios and subsets in that. So the challenge is, with certain things, like if you remodel your whole kitchen, you spend $30,000 on that, I can't tell you as a professional salesperson, even though I specialize in getting absolute top dollar for residential real estate, I can't tell you that if you put $30,000 in a kitchen, that I'm going to get you exactly $30,000 more or more than that in the sale as a difference. So that's the challenge. So part of the process is I really just need to see it and give you some advice, because there are certainly scenarios in which, as in this example, a kitchen could be in such terrible condition that refinishing the kitchen, redoing the kitchen may make a lot of financial sense, because if in this scenario, if the kitchen is so far below par that we're going to have to reduce the sales price in order to compensate for that, now all of a sudden investing in updating that kitchen could make a ton of sense and result in a net profit to you in doing so. So part of the equation is how poor condition the thing that we're looking to address is, and that can influence it. Things that I like to key on are things that are going to make a big value impact for the minimal dollar outlay. Things that always have a huge impact. Paint. Now, if your house is perfect, then we don't need to worry about that. But if your house needs paint, the value of a coat of paint is so tremendous. Yes. The look, even the smell of the fresh paint.